The Big Show with Night Day. Barista-made coffee just the way you like it. From $4.50.
Welcome.
This is big.
To the Hoytey Big Show.
Really big.
With Jason Hoyt, Mike Minogue and Keyzie.
Oh, it sure is the Big Show, but without those other two losers. Just Keyzie here today with another Best of the Big Show special featuring producer Pugs, who's got a whole lot of best bits ready for us. Also, of course, Gig a Little is still in full flight. The live tune you are listening out for is this bad boy from The Dudes. Don't forget, if you hear that live tune play at any point, to give us a call on 0800 Hodaki ASAP, and you could win $1,000 to go towards your next gigging experience, thanks to the great New Zealanders at Super Liquor. Hey ladies, it is Beastie Boys, The Cults, Green Day up next. 3483 is the number to text. Let me know what you're up to this beautiful Friday.
The Hoytey Big Show podcast.
Beastie Boys, hey ladies, it is the Hoytey Big Show with Keyzie this Friday afternoon. Keep those texts coming on 3483, letting me know what you're getting up to this glorious weekend. I don't know what it's like down there, down the South Island, but up here in the North Island, the sun is shining, and I'm excited for a big weekend heading down to beautiful Tauranga. Spend some time with my family there. However, some blokes who are a little further afield than Tauranga are the ACC, your G Lanes, your Matt Heaths, your Mania Stewarts. They're over there as part of some bollocks blimmin' beer garden tour for the Rugby World Cup. Good mate of mine, Mania, we got him to send a wee voice note for us just to give us an update on what they've been up to in the last 24 hours.
Chris Guy, bonsoir, monsieur. We're down here at the Paris fan zone for the All Blacks taking on Uruguay. They were obviously over there in Lyon, and 73-0 was the end scoreline, but to be honest, for most of the first half, squeaky bum time. At a certain point, James McConey showed up out of absolutely nowhere, and from there the All Blacks tide seemed to turn. We've been over here for about a week now. We came over with about 30 punters, and we've lost half of them. That includes Matt Heath, who, from rumours that I'm hearing, was patient zero of the Parisian bedbug epidemic. We're hearing that Paris has been overtaken with bedbugs, and that he was the epicenter of that epidemic. So we're looking forward to tracking him down, isolating him, potentially fumigating him as well. It's been an absolute hell of a trip thus far, and it continues tomorrow. So Chris, let us know what else you want to know about Paris, and we'll be in touch again tomorrow. Au revoir.
Tomorrow's Saturday, Mania. Jeez, lay off the beers in Paris, why don't you? To keep up with their escapades, do check out the ACC's Instagram. Although the last time I looked, someone was putting their ass on the Louvre. God, disrespectful much. It is the Cult Wildflower, a Best of the Big Show moment on the way for you next on Hoytey.
The Hoytey Big Show, weekdays at 4 on Radio Hoytey.
Green Day warning on the Hoytey Big Show this Friday, Arvo, with Keyzie, the full show back on Monday, and a bloke who's had plenty of warnings around this place, but he just keeps on keeping on. It's producer Pugs.
Yeah.
He's back in the studio with another best of bit. How are you, first of all, mate? How you going?
I'm good, man. It's Friday.
Yeah.
The sun's out where we are, and I'm ready to play some iconic moments.
Yeah, speaking of, this one here, it's from March 2022.
It is, and it's just your classic. Earlier on in the show, I like to talk about Jace's moments from his day before he comes into work.
Right.
Because there's always something.
Yeah.
And this one was particularly bad.
I'll tell you what, actually, I couldn't do my gym workout today, Mike. My calf is killing me.
Oh, is it?
Yeah, I was, because you know how I've been chopping wood around the house?
Yeah, I know.
I was just clearing out some of the wood, got bitten by a snake, mate.
Oh, I thought you
Boom,
got-
straight on the calf.
So you got bitten by your calf.
No, it was actually a snake.
Oh, shit.
Yeah,
Wait, what
mate,
did it
and
look like?
Took a massive hunk out. I forgot, because I mean, I've been bitten a couple of times. I forgot how much they sting.
Yeah, that
You know what I mean?
stings.
It's like when you get a bee sting and you go, Jesus, that's
Yeah,
right.
yeah.
That really bloody
Yeah.
hurts.
No, they've got quite long fangs, I think they call them.
Yeah.
That dig into through your skin, through your epidermis.
Yes, they do, yeah.
And right down below into the bone sometimes.
Oh, mate.
That
And
can sting.
you've seen my calves.
Oh,
There's
yeah.
not a lot of meat there, so it was right through to the bone.
But very hard, like steel, the meat that is there. Very tough for them to get their teeth into.
Sinewy.
Yeah.
Sinewy, but I managed to suck the poison out, and I think it'll be fine. It's just throbbing a little bit at the moment. That's
Yeah. Gee whiz.
What did it look like?
Pardon?
What did the snake look like?
A snake?
Was it a big one or a little one?
Oh, it's huge.
I was wearing a hat and a jacket and a pair of Air Force Ones. What do you think?
Sounds
Keyzie?
pretty scuffed.
It's a snake, Keyzie. Bloody hurt, man.
I just-
Because they're quick.
I didn't think we
they're
had
very
snakes in New Zealand. Do we have them?
Oh, yeah.
Lordy.
Shit, yeah.
Oh,
That's the
Lordy.
thing about it is, Keyzie, that's what they want you to think.
Who?
The snake.
Oh, just so good. Miss those guys so much.
Happens to the best of us.
Have
man.
you ever seen a snake in New Zealand, Pugs? Don't say trouser snake either.
Okay, well then no.
Oh, here's a tune. It's Pulp Disco 2000 on Hodaki.
The Hodaki Big Show podcast.
Wolf Mother, Joker and the Thief. It is Radio Hodaki on your Friday Arvo with Keyzie. The Big Show back in full force come Monday. In the meantime, if you do need that fix, though, just search Hodaki Big Show wherever you get your podcasts from, and every show we've ever done, and every outro too, which is daily bonus content. It's all available for your listening pleasure. Speaking of which, listen out for this. It is the Gig a Little track that you are listening out for, Bliss by the Dudes. If you hear a live version of that song play here on Hodaki, give us a call straight away, 0800 Hodaki, and you can win $1,000 to go towards your gigging thanks to the great New Zealanders at Super Liquor. And I tell you what, it's been over 24 hours since that song was put up as the next Gig a Little tune, so it is ripe to play.
The Hodaki Big Show, weekdays at 4 on Radio Hodaki.
You guys ready to rock? Radio Hodaki.
This one goes out to you guys.
Gig a little.
That's what I'm talking about.
Let's give away another grand. Cheers to Super Liquor.
Oh, cheers, Super Liquor. You guys are great New Zealanders. Keyzie here on the Big Show. Jason Mike are back on Monday, but who cares about those two? Because I've got another $1,000 cold hard cash to give away to get someone back out there gigging once again. Now let's go to the lines. All right, Lucky Dip, here we go. Sonny, you mad bastard. How's life, mate? Sonny!
Holy shit.
Sonny.
Oh my gosh.
Loving the energy, mate. Loving the energy. Where are you calling from, brother?
I'm from Auckland, mate.
Awesome. And you know what? I can tell by your energy, you love gigging, mate. And I reckon you'd like to go see,
do.
the likes. You got the Foo Fighters coming soon, the Teskey Brothers, War on Drugs. You could go see Royal Blood and Racing, Laneway. Would you be interested in any of those, my friend?
I've seen the Foo Fighters, but I'm super keen to see Collective Soul in Taupo.
Oh.
Or Filter. in the power
Filter.
station.
Take a picture while you're there at the power station, mate. Well, the good news for you, Sonny, mate, is you've won yourself 1,000 big ones.
Awesome. Thank you so much.
No worries at all,
really
Sonny.
make my week.
Yeah, great, mate.
you
If
so
you're gonna
much.
if you're gonna take someone with you to go gigging, who do you usually go for? You know, do you go with your partner or do you go with your mates?
I'll go with my headbanger, mate.
Yeah, go with your moshy mates, just like Mogi and Hoytey J. Excellent, Sonny. You hold the line, mate. Pugs will sort you out, all right?
Thank you so much, mate. Have a good weekend.
Nah, you too, mate. You sound like a great New Zealander. Speaking of, big shout out to Super Liquor for making this all possible. They've given us 20 grand in the Gig a Little fund. $1,000 at a time being dished out to you. If you want to go see a live concert, you have to listen out for the live tracks. Here is a wee preview of the next live track to listen out for, all right? And when you do hear it play here on Hodaki, you give us a call straight away on 0800 Hodaki. That's right, The Killers, Mr. Brightside, one of the ultimate tunes to see live. You hear that, you call us on 0800 Hodaki, and your mates at Super Liquor could be giving you 1,000 big ones. And even if you're, 50% as happy as Sonny, that's still pretty friggin' happy. Speaking of The Killers, actually, here's a banger from them. All these things that I've done. Primal Scream up next. It is the Hodaki Big Show. Cheers, Super Liquor, you backbones.
Hodaki Big Show podcast.
Oh, it's Radio Hodaki on your Friday afternoon. Best of the Big Show brought to you by Night Day, of course. Speaking of Best of the Big Show, the best member of the Big Show, Pugs, is in the room with me now. Pugs, how you going?
See, that one...
That was
you can
nice.
Keep that one.
Yeah, it was good. I was going to say someone who's done a lot of killing in his time, but I decided not to.
You could say somebody who's thought about all these things that he's done.
He's very self-reflective, you might say. It is our producer, Pugs, who's been providing me with best of moments. I see this one here is labelled March 22nd, or is that March 2022?
No, that is March 2022.
Right.
This was a little bit different from the usual breaks. This was a live reaction. We had that TV over there in the corner was on the Oscars that day. And if you remember, that was a very memorable Oscars. And this was a live reaction to that happening on the screen.
So literally as it was beamed around the world.
As it happened on the screen, we went to air and reacted to it live.
Wow.
Unreal,
good.
wasn't it? It was, and it looked like we were watching it live, Jason. It looked like it was a staged event.
Yeah.
And we watched it a few more times, and it became clear that it was the real deal.
Yeah, totally.
And
man.
so what's happened there is Jada Pinkett Smith, Will Smith's wife, has been suffering from alopecia for a few years, which is where you get hair loss.
Yes.
And you just get balding. So she's approached that by just completely shaving her head. And fair play to her, but, probably a bit of a soft spot. So then old Chris Rock has said, your missus is going to play G.I. Jane 2. And initially played by Demi Moore, where she famously shaved her head. So Will Smith sat there for a couple of seconds and thought, actually, I don't like that joke. It's been a rough couple of years around the Smith household. Of course, his missus cheated on him as well. That must have hurt too. Then he's just gone marching up there and given him the old smack.
Yeah.
Giving him the old Will Smith right to the head.
The big Willie.
And we watched it, and actually we've put it up on the Hoytey Big Show Instagram page, so you can go and watch it right now, even if you're at work. We watched it a few times. I genuinely do think it was a real slap as well.
Oh, mate, and he's on stage now, actually, Will Smith, in tears. We can't actually hear what's going on because we're doing the show live, but I can tell you...
Well, he's won the Best Actor award.
Right. After he just smacked him in the head, he went back into the audience, and as you could hear from that audio, was going off his head, and the look on his face was one of absolute rage. And if that was all bullcrap, it was the best performance of his career, Will Smith, because that was just next level. Now I'm thinking to myself, Mike Minogue, we should have gone along to the Oscars for the drama, mate, the drama.
Oh, well, I'll tell you what, if I had seen that, because you got to stick up for your missus, don't you?
I think so.
I mean, I would have been straight up there. If Chris Rock had said anything about your Mrs. Keyzie, I wouldn't be bothered by that. But if he said something about my boom, straight up there. If The Rock had said something about my missus, I would have taken it as a joke. That's just a joke, just a bit of a joke. You know what I mean?
He's a good guy. He's just joking. Yeah. I would have gone up there with the old windmill.
You did
know
that.
what I mean?
You walked towards with both arms.
Both arms flailing, mate. You never miss that.
No, that's right. And they can't. And close your eyes as well. It means they can't punch you in the eye.
See, that's what the Big Show provides. Live, up to date, first on the scene reporting of all the stories that really matter in the world. Back Monday, by the way, in full force. This is the Violent Femmes Blister in the sun. Beautiful afternoon here in Aotearoa.
The Hoytey Big Show podcast.
It's almost 5 o'clock on a Friday afternoon here on the Big Show, a smaller Big Show, which doesn't really make sense grammatically. Keyzie here, Jason Mike back Monday. After 5, though, more best of the Big Show moments. Also, some free stuff on offer. I've got a double pass to the new movie Uproar, starring Julian Dennison and Rhys Darby as well. So keep an ear out on how you can win those. And, of course, if you are in the market for some free cash, I'm talking $5,000. Our great friends at Heartland Chips, they have let us design 2 of our own packets of chips. We've got garlic bread flavour, Korean fried chicken flavour. You'll know them because they are chips with backbone and they have our faces plastered on the front of them. If you spy them in supermarkets and buy yourself one, and I would recommend it, take a photo with it, upload it to Instagram and tag us, or go to hodaki.co.nz and upload it there, and you could be in to win $5,000. How good would that be?
The Hoytey Big Show podcast. Catch them weekdays from 4 on Radio Hoytey.
No Jace, no Mike, just good old Keyzie holding the fort. Those other 2 back Monday, by the way. They are spending the week with their family for the school holidays. And in the meantime, myself and producer Pugs, we're here with plenty of best of the Big Show moments for you. You know who else is here? Bloody night and day. They're the ones that make the show all possible, folks. They are open all around New Zealand. Fantastic hours too. Whenever you're in the market for a lasagna topper or a saucy roll or something, you head into your local night and day. In fact, if you're ever in the market for a milkshake or a thick shake or a super thick shake, you know where to go. Now, a massive show ahead. Not only have we got a double pass to the new Julian Dennison, Rhys Darby movie Uproar to give away, we've also got more best bits courtesy of producer Pugs, and plenty more fun stuff happening too. Of course, good tunes like this one from the Mint Chicks.
The Hoytey Big Show podcast.
It is the Mint Chicks. Crazy? Yes. Dumb? Nah. It is Radio Hoytey on your Friday afternoon with Keyzie. And straight after the show tonight, actually, I'll be going on about a 2.5 hour road trip down to my hometown of Tauranga. And it's an exciting time because, yes, I'm going to visit my family. We'll watch some footy in there, have a barbecue, classic family stuff. But also, I'm currently in the process of reviewing a brand new electric vehicle. It is a BYD Dolphin. It's the first one in the country. It's a little small hatchback thing. And I have never sat in, driven, sat near, stood near, or even been anywhere in the vicinity of an electric vehicle before. So to get the keys in my hand this afternoon and then take it on a road trip, it's going to be bloody interesting to see. I was given all sorts of advice like, try and keep the battery between 20 and 80% charge, because if you drain it right down, she's pretty hard to charge up. Also, if you go to a charge station, you just want to charge for about 30 minutes. You don't have to get it right to 100, because the longer you leave it charging, the slower it actually goes. So the more empty the battery is, the faster it'll charge, and then as the battery fills up, it'll start slowing down more and more. A few little things like that. And also, don't bank on, making it all the way to a charge station that's just before the end of your journey, because you could get there and it could be either in use or have a queue, or it could be broken as well. So if you see me broken down on the side of the road somewhere near Pyro or something like that, give us a wave or a tow. That might help as well. David Bowie, huge fan of electric vehicles. Big tune, Rebel, Smashing Pumpkins up next, and some Arctic Monkeys. Plus, of course, more Best of the Big Show.
The Hoytey Big Show, weekdays at 4 on Radio Hoytey.
Bullet with Butterfly Wings on Hoytey, the Smashing Pumpkins there. Keyzie here on the Big Show, by the way. Back in full Monday. In the meantime, we've got a man who's smashed plenty of pumpkins.
Plenty of pumpkins, yeah.
In his time, we're talking Producer Pugs, who's in with another Best of the Big Show moment.
Now, if somebody was listening yesterday on the show, we revisited an iconic moment regarding the Big Show horse.
Yeah,
the Big Show has a horse.
We had an actual horse. Someone rang up and was like, I've named a horse after a racehorse, and it's racing.
It's crazy.
Yeah. So,
this is a call post that horse having a race.
Right.
Yeah.
I think it was its first ever race, actually, now that I think back to it.
Yes,
it might have been
was.
its debut race, right?
Yeah,
okay.
yeah.
A phone call with the jockey?
Not quite.
We've got the Big Show on the line with us now, and Big Show, as I say, mate, you were going great, going for 2/3, capitulation of the final third there, mate.
Yeah. I thought I ran a pretty good race, and it was going pretty well in second there, and I just ran out of gas,
Yeah, because what happened there, you were drawn pretty wide early on, so we thought you were going to have some trouble getting to the front and competing, but you managed to do that by the first turn, which was you got yourself into bloody good shape, it's got to be said, and maybe you just expended a bit too much energy getting that position early on?
Yeah, she was tied up to start. It was a bit of rubbing, but, rubbing's racing, as they say, and just had to muscle my big back behind and through the middle there, and I thought I was going well, but to be honest, I didn't know the race was that long. So
well, that was a thing, Big Show, that Minogue was saying. He feels that the race was just a touch too long for you, and that you were sort of found out in that last third. Is that how you feel about it? What did you train? What did you train for? What distance?
I didn't train for that distance. I think that might be the problem. I think we need to. That could be the work on for next time, is actually train for the distance of the race.
The distance you're running, for sure, because I think you're in a 1600 there. It looks like you should have sort of expired around about the 1K.
Yeah.
So a real disappointment, obviously, for us is, it's named after us. You've sort of made us look pretty bad. It's cost us money. It's cost us winnings.
Oh, it's cost our listeners money too, by the way,
that's
just
right.
quietly, Big Show.
So at the end of the day, it's, you got to ask yourself the question, Big Show, whether it is racing for you or whether it's time for the back paddock.
Yeah, well, that's the main thing. I let you guys down, and it's not really about the winning. It's more about representing the Big Show, and I'm sorry about that, fella.
Yeah, just quietly, it is about the winning.
Yeah, totally. It's only about the winning, Big Show. Listen, thanks for joining us. We'll be in touch. Let us know when the next race is, mate.
Will do. Thanks, fellas. Thanks, New Zealand.
So that was the Big Show, the jockey, right?
No. That was the Big Show.
That was the horse.
That was the horse.
Yeah.
We just interviewed a horse.
Yes.
Yeah.
And it could speak English.
Yes.
Well,
right.
What other language is it going to speak? It was born and bred in New Zealand.
It's a Kiwi horse.
Right.
I mean,
Yeah, first on the big show, interviewed a horse, and I'll be honest, it's great to see a horse just really taking ownership for its losses there. I have it on good authority that it went on to lose a few more races, and then it was a bit of back paddock action, I think. Arctic Monkeys now fluorescent, adolescent, REM up next. Faith No More 2 on Radio Hodaki this glorious Friday arvo.
The Hodaki Big Show Podcast.
What's the frequency, Kenneth? It's whatever one you're on now. It's Radio Hodaki. Keyzie here, the big show back in full on Monday. Mike and Jace having a week off with their families for the school holidays and that. And you bet your ass they'll be back here Monday fresh and ready to go. In the meantime, I probably won't be. I'll be the opposite. I'll be dusty because it is currently October. And for the entire month, the great New Zealanders at Super Liquor are putting on a fantastic competition called Gig a Little. An ad is about to play, which will explain that to you. However, as an added bonus, they've also created some Radio Hodaki Rocktails, which are available in store. They are inspired by the spirit of rock and roll, live music, gigs and touring and all the rest of the good stuff too. They've got 4 of them. The Groupie, the Backstage Pass Martini, the World Tour Pina Colada, and the Mosh Pit, of course, R18. Remember to rocktail responsibly, ladies and gentlemen. And I was listening to the Hodaki Breakfast Show this morning, hosted by Angie and Mash, who seem to just be really getting amongst the rocktails and having a great time. And in fact, I think the whole office has been getting amongst them. That would explain why the entire place is completely empty. And everyone's... Actually, it's been empty since about 2 o'clock. I'm going to be honest, 1 o'clock, it's been empty. Just me and Pugs here holding it together at Radio Hodaki. Don't you worry, though, more excellent music on the way next as well. MGMT, Guns N' Roses, bit of Faith No More too, and of course more Best of the Big Show.
The Hodaki Big Show, weekdays at 4 on Radio Hodaki.
We care a lot, Faith No More. Also at Hodaki, we care a lot as well. Keyzie here from The Big Show. Mike and Jace are back on Monday, having a week off for the school holidays. But if you do need that fix, don't worry. Search Hodaki Big Show wherever you get your potties, and you'll have every show we've ever done, every outro we've ever recorded as well. Plenty there to sink your teeth or your ear teeth into. Speaking of, keep an ear out for this tune right here. It is a live rendition of Mr. Brightside. If you hear that play at any point on Radio Hodaki, get on the horn straight away and call 0800 Hodaki. Thanks to Super Liquor, it is Gig a Little. We've got 20 grand to give away to get you out gigging. And if you get through on 0800 Hodaki, $1,000 of that could be yours instantly. So stay tuned. MGMT now, it's Kids, Guns, Roses up next.
Hodaki Big Show Podcast.
Garbage, stupid girl. It is Radio Hodaki.
I don't like where this is going.
And
already.
a man who is a great guy is Pugs, our producer, and he's a big fan of Garbage too. The band, of course. Pugs, you've come in again because it's Friday and we're filling in while Jason and Mike are away on holiday.
Yeah.
They'll be back Monday. In the meantime, Best Bits are keeping us afloat. What have you got for us this time?
Well, you know, it's a Friday. I imagine a lot of people are getting out on the sauce or the hammer or drinking responsibly.
Yes.
And they might end up at a karaoke bar later. And one time the Big Show actually went to a karaoke bar.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, Minogue.
Yeah.
Boy.
Well, you kicked it off with a bit of acadacca, didn't you?
I
It's
did,
a long
yeah.
way to the top if you want a sausage roll or something.
That's right, yeah, because
Yeah,
your
yeah.
Bon Scott impression's really good, isn't it?
Yeah, thanks, man. Hey, and what did you go with, Keyzie? Roxanne by the Police. That was
You've got a hell of a falsetto on your
Yeah,
too.
I
do,
bloody.
yeah.
And then,
But, yeah, that doesn't compare.
yeah, so we're having a rocking evening. We go, come on, Minogue, away you go, mate. He pulls it, because you recorded this on your phone, didn't you?
Here it is. It was incredible, really. 'Cause I don't know the song.
P.A. Yezu. You don't know P.A. Yezu? And I can tell you, New Zealand, the entire bar just stopped.
Yeah. And then they started booing, eh?
Well, not till the very end, because
Yeah,
it went
it
on
took
for
a
about
while.
18 minutes.
Yeah.
But listen to that voice. I had no idea, Minogue. That is just beautiful.
That with the bulges out as
Yeah,
well.
I know.
Yeah,
And
well,
then
it all sort of comes from my altar boy days, you see.
Yes.
We were trained up in, because I'm fluent in Latin, Keyzie,
Right.
which is known as the dead language. Yeah.
Oh, man, it was so good.
Yeah. But I need a few beers just to loosen up the old larynx there, the old vocal cords.
Yeah.
And a few darts, just a few durries just to loosen her up.
Yeah, totally. Suck on a few of that. That was amazing, mate.
Yeah, a real loose larynx there from old Mike Minogue. Famously has a beautiful voice that never ever sounds like garbage. Paradise City now, Guns Roses. It is the Hodaki Big Show, Friday evening.
The Hodaki Big Show podcast.
That does it for the 5 to 6 hour here on the Big Show, folks. With Keyzie, Jason Mike back Monday, of course. Coming up after 6, though, just because Mogie's away doesn't mean we can't do What's on Tally with Mike Minogue. Me and producer Pugs will make sure we keep you up to date with all the cool things we've been watching. Also got some great tunes on offer. Pixies, Fratellis, Blur, and more. Best of the Big Show, so stay tuned.
The Hodaki Big Show podcast. Catch them weekdays from 4 on Radio Hodaki.
Yeah, except for it's just Keyzie here. Those other two blokes off for the week for the school holidays. Back Monday. In the meantime, producer Pugs is in the studio yet again. And
Hey.
for another night, Pugs, I thought I'd revive What's for Tea New Zealand. It's a segment that used to really resonate with our fans.
It did.
We'd go, oh, hey, New Zealand, what's for tea? And then they'd text us what they were having for tea. And then we'd give them food vouchers.
And then we'd go,
Oh, that's right. And then they'd say what they're having, and then Jason Mike would pretend to vomit.
That's right.
It's classic stuff, and we really do need to bring it back. But what are you having for dinner tonight, Pugs?
well, it's Friday. Tends to be a takeaway Friday around about my plate.
No, I'll let you get to the point
You
first.
don't like takeaways?
No, I love takeaways. Yeah, it was
Think
just a
about
joke.
what you're doing.
Yeah, okay.
All right. Look,
What are you having, fella?
I'm feeling pizza. I'm feeling pizza coming on.
Yeah.
It's easily delivered. You
Yes.
know, we like to get it delivered on a Friday just because, we like to make it as little admin as possible. Nice little reward for the weekend.
Yep, I love Fridays for that exact reason. They're actually one of my favourite. Like, I could eat yummy stuff all throughout the week, put a lot of heart and soul and effort
That's
into
right.
it. But someone just slapping something together and firing it off to me in an Uber and me eating it half cold, that is the dream.
It's the best. And then you stand out there and you kind of wait awkwardly because it's hard to get to my house. It's like it's out in the wops and they pick the wrong driveway and then you hold your phone torch and they drive down the driveway and then
Yeah.
they get out and you're standing there and you're like, oh, g'day, mate. How are you?
Yeah.
And they're like, oh, yeah, good, man. Good. Couldn't find the driver. Yeah.
And then you left the ranch slider open so your cat ran away and all hell's
and
breaking
then,
loose.
I actually ordered a chocolate mousse as well, man. And they go look in the car and they go, oh, yeah, that's right. You did. Here it is.
Well, they're trying to nick your moose.
I don't know if they were trying to nick my mousse, but they got pretty close to nicking my mousse.
Damn, man.
Which
No one nicks Pugs' moose.
Sounds like
It's a double entendre of some
Yeah.
sort. I haven't figured out what it is
somebody
yet.
Urban Dictionary that.
I'm driving down to Tauranga, so I'll probably hook into somewhere and get a pie, probably a night and day if I see one on the way.
Yeah. I'm sorry, what?
A night
day.
day. What are you having, though, New Zealand? Text us on 3483. If I like any of them, I'll start flicking out $50 night day vouchers. Pixies, Monkey Gone to Heaven. Fratelli's up next.
The Hodaki Big Show podcast.
That is a tune designed to get your Friday off to an absolute, I was going to say steamer, but I'll say throbber instead. It is the Hodaki Big Show with Keyzie, also producer Pugs. Jason Mike will be back on Monday. Pugs, you've got one last best bit for us. This is the final one for the week before the show returns. Have you saved the best for last?
I've saved one of the best for last.
Right.
And, we like to go back in time a lot with this, but I think it's interesting to also hear how far we've come on the Big Show. And this was an absolute heater from, I believe, the month of August.
So, a few months back, whereas all the other ones we've heard so far have been from like a year and a half ago.
2022, early 22 at least.
So people that are listening can listen back to that old stuff and then listen to just how tight, how professional, how you know what I mean?
And how serious.
How
for this
serious
one in
it is.
particular. Yeah. This is the first ever edition of a new segment we tried out called Serious Chat.
Serious Chat with Jason Mike.
And me, Keyzie. All right, fellas, the current affairs topic that has been given to us today was sent through on 3483, and the person who sent that through is now going to get themselves a double pass to go see Strays.
Fantastic.
Yeah,
It's
so
great stuff.
it's always worth getting in touch. Now, the article in question is a bloke who last year was running security at a school, and he was fired for something that... Sorry about that. Just lost my thought there. He was fired for something that he did on...
Come on, Keyzie.
Get it together, man.
Sorry.
Serious chat.
No, my
with-
computer's glitching out.
Oh.
So what... Okay, so what happened was he was fired. because of something he... Sorry, this computer's really playing up.
Should we try again tomorrow?
Oh, no, I've got it. Oh, here it is.
Oh, yeah. Okay, good.
He was fired for something he did while on a shift at the school. He was looking after the school overnight. This happened in March of 2022. Now, here is the original article from March 2022. Human feces... found by
We're out of time, Keyzie. We're out of time.
God, you hear Mogi's really rattly laugh. I encourage you, if you haven't seen it already, to go and watch the video for that. It is on the Hoytey Big Show's Instagram page. And I tell you what, after 2.5 or so years of the show coming along, you can really tell we've hit our straps and that the professionalism is through the roof. Coming up next, folks, Blur, Muse, and of course the award-winning segment, What's on TV with Mike Minogue. But Mike Minogue's not actually here, so it's actually Keyzie and Pugs.
The Hoytey Big Show, weekdays at 4 on Radio Hoytey.
News. Knights of Sidonia on the Hoytey Big Show with Keyzie. Jason and Mike are back on Monday. Luckily, joining me for this epic segment, it is Producer Pugs.
What's on the telly with Mike Minogue.
Yeah. Why are you trying to copy me? Yeah, okay, that's better.
Thanks.
Do your own thing, man.
Yes.
You be you.
Yeah, blazing my own trail here.
Yeah, man. Fly. What have you been watching on telly, Pugs?
Tell you what, there was heavy stuff last night.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
What was it?
Family Guy.
Family Guy, yeah. Because you're like, I've got comfort shows. I like Seinfeld, The Office, Parks and Rec. Family Guy's that for you, isn't it?
Oh yeah, I was by myself last night watching telly, and what people might not know, and this probably isn't the right way to go about it, but via YouTube, they've just got hours hours of unlimited Family Guy episodes.
Wow, okay.
I like to search for the older seasons because
Yes.
I'll watch a newer episode, but the old is where the gold is.
So they're sort of like The Simpsons, where very early, give them a couple of seasons to get their straps, hit their straps.
Yeah, 2 to 5. 2 to 5.
2 to 5 are the best, are they?
I would even 6. Yeah. So I watched one from season 4, which I think is my favourite. I had it on DVD when I was a kid.
Right.
And one of the iconic episodes is where Meg, quite often the lackey of the show, gets a makeover and becomes a superstar. And so the family becomes this superstar rock band.
Right.
And then a later episode in season 6 where Stewie, who's big talk about killing his mother, actually does it.
Oh my God, I forgot about that plot line.
Yeah.
They
Crazy
really
plot
ditched
line.
that, eh? After a while.
Yeah, spoiler alert, it's a simulation.
Oh.
Yeah. And,
Right.
And then it's very meta, like, oh, the audience won't like this. And they're like, well, we don't care.
Well, that's like how South Park got rid of the whole, oh my God, you killed Kenny thing.
Yes.
So that was like a big part. Oh, so they just get rid of
Yeah,
okay.
yeah.
Interesting. Well, there you go. Bit of a Family Guy hack for Pugs.
What did you watch?
Last night I fired up Curiosity Stream, which is a
What is
documentary
that?
streaming platform, which I signed up for 2 years ago.
Oh.
And it renews yearly, and I keep forgetting to cancel it.
Oh, so I was going to ask, is it free?
No, it's $12 a year.
Oh, okay.
And it's actually pretty sweet documentaries. And last night I was watching one on how the beginning of, and it's like a 6-episode thing on how Europe came to be, starting from like early man, Greek, the Greeks, the Romans, the whole lot, and how they all intertwined. Because I'm going to Europe in a few weeks, Pugs, and I thought I'd learn about it.
Were you all good watching that? It sounds kind of hectic.
Yeah, that was sweet as. It was really chill. And I was learning a lot, just like you watching Family Guy on YouTube.
That's where I got every single pop culture piece of knowledge that I know is from that show.
Yeah, well, to be fair, they are pretty damn good at it. Can you just quickly...
Yeah.
Brian, can I have another graham cracker? Rate my Stewie
No, I
impression.
did Joe Swanson.
Hey, Peter.
That's really good. Peter, that's nasty.
It's not.
Is that not Cleveland? Peter, that's nasty.
Come on, Peter.
There you go. What's on telly with Keyzie and Pugs? So good.
The Hoytey Big Show podcast.
That does it for the week on The Big Show, folks. It'll be back to normal come Monday. Jason and Mike, of course, have had the weekend off hanging out with their families for the school holidays. Thank you very much for joining me, and Producer Pugs as well, who's been giving us best bits all week. If you need your fix, though, in the meantime, go to Hoytey Big Show, wherever you get your podcasts from. We've got every show we've ever done, and also bonus content in the form of the outro. Now, for the rest of tonight, for the rest of the weekend, there is another super liquor gig a little song for you to listen out for. When you hear it, call us straight away on 0800 Hodaki, all right? Here is the tune that you are listening for. That's right, The Killers, Mr. Brightside. When you hear it, 0800 Hodaki, win yourself $1,000. Thank you very much, super liquor. You guys are bloody backbones. I'll see you later.